The Securities Act of 1933, formally cited as Public Law 73-22, is the foundational federal statute governing the offer and sale of securities in the United States. Enacted on May 27, 1933, it was a direct response to the speculative excesses and widespread fraud that triggered the stock market crash of 1929. Known as the Truth in Securities Law, it mandates disclosure rather than merit review, requiring material information be shared before any sale occurs. Section 5 is the central provision of the Act, creating 3 distinct periods in a registered offering. Every step is governed by rigid statutory timelines. First, the pre-filing period requires strict silence. No offers or solicitations are permitted. The issuer and underwriters must maintain total confidentiality. Second, the waiting period, often called the cooling-off period, begins once the registration statement is filed. It lasts a minimum of 20 days. During this time, oral offers and red herring prospectuses are allowed to test investor interest, but no binding sales can be finalized. Finally, the post-effective period begins when the SEC clears the registration. From this point forward, sales can officially commence and contracts are signed. Operational compliance centers on prospectus delivery. Under Rule 172, access equals delivery allows issuers to satisfy obligations by filing on EDGAR. However, Rule 173 still requires that a notice be sent to purchasers within 2 business days, preserving investor awareness of the filing. The registration statement itself is a massive disclosure document. Part 1 is the investor-facing prospectus, detailing the issuer's business and financial condition. This includes audited financial statements prepared under GAAP, providing the transparency required for investors to evaluate the underlying value of the security. It also contains management's discussion of risks and material facts. The SEC's plain English rule ensures these disclosures are clear and actionable. Part 2 contains supplementary exhibits and undertakings for the public record, filed with the SEC but not directly delivered to retail investors. For seasoned issuers, Form S-3 streamlines this via incorporation by reference of existing reports, allowing faster access to capital when conditions are favorable. The Act also provides critical exemptions. Understanding the difference between exempt securities and exempt transactions is vital for regulatory compliance. Section 3 exempts specific categories of securities, such as municipal bonds and commercial paper, with maturities under 9 months. Section 4 provides transaction exemptions, most notably Regulation D, which allows private placements to accredited investors without full public registration. However, compliance is backed by strong consequences. Section 11 imposes strict liability for material misstatements in registration statements on issuers and underwriters. Non-issuer defendants may avoid liability through the due diligence defense by proving they conducted a reasonable investigation of the facts. Section 12 handles prospectus misrepresentation, while Section 17 serves as the broad anti-fraud provision, covering all offers and sales of securities. Finally, willful violations under Section 24 carry criminal penalties, including up to 5 years of imprisonment, reinforcing the statute's role in market integrity. In summary, for exams like the Series 7 or 65, remember that the 1933 Act governs the primary market and rests on mandatory disclosure and anti-fraud protection. The core mission remains the same: providing the informational foundation necessary for a transparent, fair, and efficient financial system.